Hello, my name's Jeremy Robinson. I've never done a online interview resume before. My first thoughts uh, took me back to high school of having to fit 500 words into a paragraph of stuff that I wasn't familiar with, but somehow I'll make it work. And then I started thinking, maybe this is kind of like the new Tinder profiles. This is what people are doing to date now. They make a video uh, describing themselves and how do they why their partner should go after them, right? So, uh, a couple short things about me as you hear the airplane flying over as I'm outside. It's too nice to be inside right now. Um, I love traveling. I love baseball. I love traveling to go see baseball at different parks around the country, and hopefully one day even around the world. Um, I've got to see a couple of local parks around here between Detroit and Chicago and Cleveland. So I need to make it out to a little bit more. I know there's 36, 32 baseball teams, so I got a couple more to go to in my traveling around the world. I wouldn't mind hitting Japan or Dominican Republic and seeing how they play baseball and other parts of the world too. That'd be pretty neat one day. Um, I've been at Kate Spade through 14 years, probably about 5 company name changes and buyouts. We started out as Liz Claiborne, where I was a shipper on the floor, loading and unloading trucks. Eventually moved to scanning all the parcel loads out and handling, closing out the loads and make sure that we had everything complete, to starting to do exports on the floor with our Canada loads. Eventually, we merged to Fit the Pacific and started handling Juicy Couture. And then after Juicy Couture, we went to Kate Spade, where we were eventually bought out by Tapestry, which has Coach and Stuart Wiseman. I then moved into the office where I started handling all exports accounts and all wholesale accounts, ranging with millions of dollars of product, and handling large volumes and projects to places like Marmax and Ross and J.C. Penney's. I handled a lot of. Um, I've gotten us out of a lot of difficult situations by just keeping track of our emails and going back and saying, I asked for certain things at certain times and you guys agreed to it. It's usually after the fact when companies lose their emails or have a certain deadline, and I never thought uh, going into a purse industry that they'd have an expiration date, kind of like food does. It caught me off guard, but keeping emails and keeping people accountable for their words also saved their company millions of dollars and helped get things to where they need to be over time. And it helped me keep my job because I had my emails backing up what was said and what needed to be done, instead of people trying to pull the hammer down on you. With working in the office and using emails, I'm familiar with Microsoft and Excel and PowerPoint and things along that nature. We've done a lot of spreadsheets. We live and die by emails and spreadsheets when I worked at Kate Spade Tapestry. For logistics side, we used, I started off on WMS, which I think is kind of an outdated system now. Some people still use it, and our background reports were done on Zone, and we upgraded to HighJump, which had, it was a base software for us that our IT guys developed, and we manipulated to use what we needed to use for it. We had SAP in the background running things, which made it easy and helped us, print out our invoices for anything overseas and anything that people require just for local domestic partners, so they can see how much things we're going for, and also put our packing slips out to make sure they got what they were supposed to get. A lot of, sorry, I'm scratching. A lot of the volume projects I ran, our cubing was constantly off because a lot of the stuff was returns or wholesale, and the cubing wasn't quite right. So to try to figure out the cube for 30 or 40 trucks at one time made it kind of difficult. try to get the amount of trailers we needed into work, and to get the project out on time. It's a mass coordination effort to have 15 trucks come in over a 5-day span, and to maintain our normal flow without locking up our company, and to turn around and get the project done and out on time, so stores can have their big, Memorial Day sales or 4th of July sales, and have the product in hand. And it's a little different now with COVID going on, so there's not as much volume as there was, but there's still probably more so coming up in the future. As far as salary, I was thinking 40 to 45,000 would be a good base, a good start. To be a logistics manager, I think would be a good place to start, and then hopefully I can learn and grow and be able to advance, and then as I advance, also increase the salary throughout the years. I'm very dependable. I've had 2 jobs my entire adult life, spanning 24 years. I worked at Performance Honda for 10 years as a inventory control manager. I was in charge of all the new cars coming in. I was in charge of all the audits, maintaining order of first in, first out for the cars, and putting them in our database system so our salespeople could find them. I was at Kate Spade Tapestry for 14 years, like I said, through many buyouts, and managed to maintain. But the COVID kind of took my job from that. But I'm eager to start fresh and have a new desire to learn and to advance myself and hopefully my family and the rest of my life, and be able to make something different. As far as future things and bucket list, I want to finish my degree and get a logistics degree. That way I can only help myself. I have several certifications from Stanley Community College that are under my belt that I took for going green and lean, and understanding different containers and what's needed to use to ship things. And with advancing myself and hopefully advancing my position in life, I'll be able to travel to see more of those ballparks I was talking about earlier, and get to go to Japan or Dominican Republic, and fly again for my second time ever. I just flew last year for the first time, and it was quite an experience, and gives you a whole new perspective on how small the world actually is when you see things from above, but also how vast the ocean is, and how it looks like it goes on forever. Thank you for watching my video and considering me for the position. You have a great day and a better tomorrow.